Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlott Howard here. Hope you guys could hear me. We are gonna do a short little live stream here of this big storm that's hitting California. It's definitely a big one. Talking 25 to 35 mile an hour winds. And boy, this afternoon it really has kicked up as the low level jet is overspreading. As it is overspreading much of the Central Valley right now. Look at all these leaves flying in the air. It is just insane today. Really windy, really windy. So where I'm planning to set up shop is going to be on the western side of Lodi. I didn't end up bringing my wind equipment with me, but I can tell you right now it is gusting well in excess of at least 40 miles an hour. And I was watching Storm Runner Media, and there was a couple of rescue missions up there near Kingville, near Truckee, because of very heavy snow. It is just dumping up there in the higher elevations. So for those that are tuning in, I did cancel my video upload today just because this storm is going on and I was afraid I was going to lose power. So I did not want to risk uploading a video and then the power going out and then I couldn't get anything out today. So instead, I made time into doing this. Just got a weather alert. It's going to be raining really hard soon. So I'm going to set up shop in western Lodi. Boy, these winds are pretty. I can definitely feel it in the car as I'm driving. Very strong southeasterly wind today coming up the valley. A lot of surface wind backing all the way up to Redding along this boundary, this cold front. And right now we're in a moat. We're in a rain-free portion of the storm. We had some decent rain last night. It dumped until about 9:30 this morning. It looks like we have crews up here. What are they doing here? Probably some power lines down or something. Or maybe a fallen tree. Not gonna go straight though because there's a lot of palm fronds over there and I don't want to have to navigate all around that, so I'm gonna come down here on the bypass here. Oh my gosh, look at this wind right here. Really, really strong. Seriously strong. Yeah, this low level jet is pumping in. It is nasty. Latest models do indicate that the low-level jet will increase to over Okay, go and pass me, you idiot. Drive fast in the wind, dude. It's up to you. But yeah, the low-level jet is very strong. It's going to reach speeds of about 65 to 75 miles an hour at about 2,000 feet. On top of that rain, that cold front, we're going to get some decent momentum transfer. Would not be surprised if we do get gusts over 50, 60 miles an hour as that cold front passes its way through. And it is really warm today. Right now it's about 62 degrees. Quite warm. Just like for a storm, it's decent. It's very tropical, subtropical like. Let's just put it that way. It's not really cold. Unlike past storms where it's really cold. But you can see how thick the sky is to our west. That's the rain. That's gonna be causing a lot of the flooding. But yeah, it's nice that it did dry up this afternoon for a little bit though. Yeah, here is a palm frond. Guess I didn't avoid the palm fronds after all by coming down here on Woodbridge Road. But yeah, this is a big storm by all means. This is the same storm, by the way, that's going to bring a lot of ice, a lot of heavy snow across the upper Midwest and the Northeast on Friday and Saturday, or Thursday and Friday, and even into Saturday. Yeah, everything that comes from California, from where I live, from, well, my home state, you guys can blame California for all the storms that propagate across the upper Midwest and the Northeast. This is some pretty strong wind, though. It is blowing. Oh, that guy just went around a palm frond. I can't get around. Well, a little palm frond. By the way, Sacramento recently did have a wind gust up and over 50 miles an hour at the airport. So, yeah, very strong there. And in Stockton, a recent wind gust report of almost 40 miles an hour, actually over 45. And it's only going to get stronger. We're thinking about 45 to 55, maybe close to 60 as that right as the frontal passage moves through. Because we got the backed winds out ahead of the front, advecting warm, moist air into the region. I'm loving these mid-60s today. I'm telling you, it's not bad. It's not bad. Because it's going to be our last 60 degree day, probably for a week or more. You know what? We're going to go to Loi Lake. We do have some time to kill, and then we will go over to the Walmart parking lot and park there for a little while. I do have my parking permit, so we are good. We are good. No cost whatsoever. These winds are definitely strong right now. They are kicking. Ah, the rain is starting to fall. Starting to rain already. Just a little bit. Oh, is it closed? Oh, Loi Lake is closed today. There is no nothing at all. Well, that's not going to work out. I wonder if it's closed due to the storm, because they're worried about fallen trees. So what we're going to have to do is go down here on Ham Lane and make a U-turn and go out on to back onto Turner Road and head west. That's too unfortunate. It's not going to work out today with Loi Lake. So I'm going to have to make a U-turn somewhere on this street. Probably here somewhere. Actually, I'll go straight at this little T intersection and then do the U-E. Boy, it's going to be raining hard here in a little bit. Oh gosh, thick sky ahead of us. There's a cop there, I guess, making sure no one tries to get into Loi Lake, I guess. Boy, it is choppy out there, the water, though. Really choppy. Just immensely windy. So I think that was their fear, is to close Loi Lake down today. Sure raining in front of us, though. And worst of all, I'm working out in that. But yeah, for those people that are watching, you're just tuning in, we are in Lodi right now, tracking this storm, big storm in California, first storm chase on the channel. Oh, looks like we have a fallen tree. Yup, we have a fallen tree, it looks like, on the other side of the road, where some branches fell over, so they're out there cleaning it all up. It's only going to get stronger. But yeah, this is in response to that tightening pressure gradient ahead of that cold front. The KSMF to KRDD gradient is negative. It's about negative 9 millibars, negative 10, which is pretty tight, which is really tight right now. In other words, the pressure in Redding is lower than it is here. And actually, the gradient is so tight that in Bakersfield, the pressure is actually 30 inches. And up in Redding, it's 29, 40 something inches in mercury. So it is pretty tight gradient between Bakersfield and Redding. And, well, when you have a tight gradient, you get strong winds. In this case, we're looking at some pretty strong winds. Oh, we got a fallen over fence, it looks like, though. Yeah, got a fence that's ready to just topple over. While these winds don't look that bad, I'll tell you right now, for us in California, it is a big storm. It is a big storm. Why do you think we have Storm Runner Media on YouTube streaming the snow, very heavy snowfall in Soda Springs, King Vale, Donner Pass? Man, snow rates up there are over 3 inches an hour. And down here, it's sprinkling, but nothing like the mountains. So we're going to go in the Lowe's parking lot and just park there for a little while. Because I'm right there by where I work. Yeah, you guys will find out where I work, but at this point, there's nothing you can do. I'm in my work uniform already. And I felt like gotta get some content in today. It's exactly what we're doing. I'm just gonna park right here and sit around for a bit. And just sit for a bit and talk to you guys. So yeah, this is the first live stream on my channel. Okay, Raptor said there's gusts over 55 miles an hour. Let me look at the HRRR model. There we go. You can see that tree now. And this is the first live stream, folks, on the channel. So I hope you guys are giving it a thumbs up. Look into doing more of these. Just haven't had the time to do it until recently. So oh, I can connect to the Lowe's guest Wi-Fi from here. Wow, this Wi-Fi goes really far out. Yay, I'm connected to their Wi-Fi. Let's see what our winds are. Boy, car's actually moving a little bit. Car is moving. Believe me, it doesn't look that strong. I can promise you guys that right now. It doesn't look that strong. But I'm being honest. It is definitely a windy one. Let me know if it gets hard to see, then I'll have to turn on the wipers. Sure raining now. It is sure raining. Just had a gust up to 45 at home. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. I could definitely feel it in the car. I can feel it. It is raining really good. Is it buffering on your guys' end? It's probably because I'm using my hotspot, so let me turn that off. Let me get to Safeway, which is across the street, and they have Wi-Fi there. Didn't take long for the ground to get wet from that good rain that is dumping. Car's moving. Car is moving. So we are gonna just have to park it over here. Let me actually get a little closer if I can, because I'm a bit too far out. Got a lucky spot right here. Got a lucky spot. I think so. I'm not moving from here, so I hope you guys enjoy the view for a while. But yeah, it is stormy. It is stormy today. Let me know, is that better? Is it still buffering, you guys? Let me know. If it is, I hope I can connect. I hope I can connect over to... I can connect over to the Wi-Fi. Okay, gustiness. Well, can anybody tell me, is it still buffering? Is it still buffering? No buffering, good. It is stormy today. Definitely a stormy one. I know this is not the best storm chasing live stream. Honestly, if I didn't work today, we would be more fluid, but I don't want to get too far from where I'm at. Much better now? Okay. As long as I hear from you guys that it's much better, we can live with much better than not. It is sure stormy today. It is sure stormy. We have an hour and a half yet. Wonder if I could access the Wi-Fi from way out here. Check these winds actually. Uh-oh. What did I do with my key? That's a problem. I had the keys on me. This wind is insane. I can't even close my door right now. Oh, there's the key. Check this out. Let's get out and see what we got. Wind is insane right now. It is quite strong. Southerly jet is... Safeway because this is where the Wi-Fi is strongest. I'm fine. The wind is coming this way. It's coming out of the southeast right now. It's coming out of the southeast. We're good. I promise. Just believe the weather expert over here. Besides, there's no leaves on the tree. What's funny is when you have leaves on the tree, it creates a little sail, knocks trees down easy when you have leaves on the tree than if you don't. However, I shouldn't be saying that because we did have a tree down on the northern end of Lower Sacramento at Turner Road. It's what all the road work was for. But let me see what we got. I barely connect. I can't access actually the Wi-Fi out this far. So actually what I'm gonna do is set a timer so that way I can be back here by about it's 2:10. There's really no other place we can go. If I didn't work today, I would have been able to drive around and just, see if I find any fallen trees. What's up, GD player? How are you? I think they're gonna strengthen a little more in a few hours. Yeah, well, up until that cold frontal passage, I think the winds will be strongest. All right, we just had a 48-mile-an-hour wind gust at home. So, goes to show you winds are still strengthening there. What are the sustained winds? 15-minute average wind speeds. Let's go to that. We are at 29 miles an hour at home, so winds are picking up still. They are picking up as we speak. They are picking up as we speak. They have not... Actually, I think the winds are overperforming my camera's out of focus, probably because of the... There we go, better view. How's the video quality, folks? Please let me know. If it's blurry, then we have I'll tell you what, cell service in the town of Lodi is not the best. It is not the best at all. It's terrible, in fact. So, sometimes you gotta live with what you get, and get with what you live with. So apparently the HRRR has winds peaking at around 6 p.m. tonight at around 30 to 35 here. So winds are still on the increase. They are still on the increase. It's moving the car. It's literally moving the car a little bit. Moving, I mean, I could feel it. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It's gonna be hard. But yeah. We're right about in here. So once gusts in our area over 55 by about 4 to 6 o'clock tonight, when the strongest winds come through. See what the wharf 3 kilometer shows. What's up, Chase? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So this is what it's showing for our area. This is on the wharf model, and as we look forward, those winds, this has verified quite well today based on surface observations. The NAM is kind of lagging, HRRR is kind of lagging a little bit. But look what it's showing. Right about in here, between about 2 p.m., which is now, all the way until probably about 7 p.m. This is where that boundary is setting up. And if we look at our gusts, our gust soft, there's a lot of orange. There's a lot of orange. 50 to 60-ish, almost 60 mile an hour wind gusts. And it is blowing. Kind of surprised on how busy the grocery store is today. You would think people would probably like, I want to stay home. But evidently that's not happening. But I want to show you guys radar. Look at this. Look at that front. Look at that. A narrow cold frontal band swinging through Sacramento. And this is 6 p.m. tonight. If we go forward, gets in my area at around 7 and 8. It gets just east of us. And then it's over with. This is where we are going to be seeing the strongest winds, of course, and the potential for a few water spouts. Yeah, I don't like saying water spouts or any type of circulation, but this is a very sharp frontal boundary. This is incredible right here. It's not really illustrated here on the NCEP model, which was what the National Weather Service uses. But right here, there's a sharp wind difference in the wake of this. And there is going to be some pretty good wind even behind this. You can really see that wind coming in out of the west. Possibly some damaging winds up here from the north. A rare situation there where you have gusts between 30 to 40 miles an hour even. Look at out ahead of this. Look at these winds right here. This is big time. Let's take a look here. The HRRR is not handling this very well. With this dynamical setup, it did better in the last run of the 20Z run. But look at these pockets. No, it's very hard to see. But look at these pockets of really heavy rainfall. That's where we could run into some lightning, some thunderstorms. Maybe some of those could contain some circulations embedded within the line. Because we have the dew points, the temperatures are generally marginally favorable for that. You need dew points in the mid to upper 50s and temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. So we are generally looking at some favorable conditions for at least a few spin-ups along that. And that's what I'm concerned about. I think the 18Z run did really good at initializing the potential here. Yeah, look at this. This is the 18Z run. And golly word, look at the rain here. Sacramento Executive, the Mather Airport, Air Force Base, Sacramento International, Auburn up here, Blue Canyon. There is going to be some decent rainfall below the snow line, and then it gets into snowy problems once you get up above, say, 5,500 feet. And again, until that narrow cold frontal band swings through, we are going to be dealing with some potential wind damage with gusts over 50 miles an hour, 50, 60 miles an hour, peaking maybe at 60 for some isolated locations. Yeah, look at this wind, though. Oh, my goodness. Sure windy. Hey, David. Just outside San Francisco, there is a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, shoot. Really? golly word, Sacramento. Sacramento is getting winds sustained of 36 miles an hour right now. Wow, it's gusting to 50 at home right now. So it is still picking up. It is still increasing. Wow, car is moving. What's up, Dopey Night Live TV? How are you doing? I'm doing a little bit of a storm chase today. Well, you don't really call it a storm chase now. Boy, if there was not a curb in front of me, I could pull straight out and do a little bit more. But look at this, you all. I want to show you something. Look at this boundary. Look how sharp this boundary is. So, as you know, this is from the National Weather Service. Right here, this is a northwesterly wind here picking up. It's gusting a 36 on one of the weather buoys. Look at these wind gusts right down here. 55 miles an hour wind right now. So we have a very sharp boundary somewhere right in here. Very sharp. And out ahead of that boundary, we have some pretty insane wind gusts. Here's one right here. Look at that. 66 mile an hour wind gust right now at about 1,300 feet above the surface. So that is, it's cranking there. It's screaming. Here's another one, 63 at 1,100 feet. 63 mile an hour wind gust. They should have went for a high wind warning for the higher elevations. Oh my goodness, here's another one right here. Here's a couple, actually, or a few. Yeah, look at this down here. 81 mile an hour wind gust. On Pine Mountain Fire Road, courtesy of PG&E. Getting gusts there of 81 miles an hour. Sustained winds there, 62, and that's at about 1,700 feet. San Gabriel Ridge Road, gusting at 64 right now. We have a 68 at Gunsight Fire Road. And this is in the Petaluma area. So this is really, really strong in these higher elevations. Let's see what we have also. Thought I just saw another 81 somewhere over here. Maybe it's not anymore, but it's probably this one. 75 right now. Let's see what we have down here. So 50. Hey, here's a 45 down at the surface. Right there, about 400 feet-ish above the surface. Here's a 65 at 2,600 feet right now. So, yeah, we're getting gusts over 60 in the higher elevations right now. So, yeah, for those that are looking forward to a video upload today, that's not going to happen. This storm was so impressive this morning that I decided that, you know what? I can't focus on a video today. I didn't even do schoolwork today. And so, therefore, I am not going to have a video out. Instead, I'm live streaming. All right, Stockton is getting a gust up to almost 50 miles an hour. almost 50 miles an hour in Stockton, and a sustained wind of about 35 there. Oh, it is definitely strong. It is strong down there. See, Sacramento still hanging steady. We didn't get a new update out of the airport yet. Not yet. At home, let's see at home. Oh gosh, look at that. Look at that. You guys, on my station, this is my weather station that goes to the National Weather Service, just had a 30-mile-an-hour sustained wind gusting between 42 to 45 miles an hour. That is immense. That is immense. That is some serious wind, folks. That is pretty strong. And look at it. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. There's your current average wind. Cheesy weather, there could be some embedded circulations as the cold front, the heaviest rain bands go through. Yeah, so there's a possibility of that. Car's moving again. Car is moving. I'm not joking, you all. It's moving. I always think I'm the one that's moving it, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, doesn't look serious. It does not look serious. Hoping I could get some... Okay, got some palm trees there. My gosh, this wind, dude. I'm literally... I don't know if you guys could hear this. Can you guys hear the wind at all? Like, let's take a second and be silent. My goodness, the car's moving. Car is moving. Doesn't look bad at all. Believe me. See it to believe it. I'm telling you guys. It's... Those are your current winds right now. That's what we're seeing. Of course, we don't get wind storms like the Midwest does. So this is kind of, you know, it's worth doing a little mini storm chase. Jesus, even updating. No, it's not. So that's our wind right now. I wish it would have been stronger. That would have been more exciting. But hey, it's going to get stronger over the next couple of hours. Over the next few hours at least. Again, for California standards, getting gusts over 45 to 50 is, you don't see that very often. You don't see that very often, so... Yeah, Dopey, things are looking a lot better, at least for our area. For Southern California, they yet have to get their next good rainfall, which this storm will be able to deliver them some rainfall, at least. Between about a quarter, maybe half an inch of rain. What's up, Dangel? How are you? It's a storm, I'm telling you guys. It's a storm. People don't make it look bad here, believe me. And it's, yeah, honestly, it really isn't. Well, when you walk... Is it a good day to go walking? Not really. Is it a good day to do any landscaping? Oh my goodness, that was a strong wind gust. That was a big wind gust right there. Hey Jordan, it's going good. I'm excited for our storm that we're getting. I'm pretty excited about it. Nice to see a storm, you know? That's how February is supposed to be. So here's a look at the latest wind gust in Stockton Airport. Getting 30, gusting to 40 now. That lady could barely keep her hood on. The one that's in front of us right there. Oh my gosh, this wind. Can see the palm trees, they're moving. They're moving pretty good. That should give you an idea just how bad it is out there. "70-mile-an-hour winds? What in the heck?" Marin County. I hope you're lying about that, Raptor. I hope you're just joking around. No, you are not. No, you are not. You are not lying about that. Look at this, dude. Look at that. No, that's real. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Along that front. Along that front. So I imagine once that gets over here, we're going to have gusts probably over 60 for about 10 or 15 minutes. And they're expecting considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Okay? 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Along that front. Along that cold front. That should give you an idea just how serious this thing is. And this is what is coming our way. Look at that storm right there. You can see the north wind. See that northwesterly flow? Good frontal genesis going on. Lots of force seen along that front. And right in here, right out ahead of that front, is where these winds are being maximized. Also, what is worth noting too, look at the orographic lenticular effect. Mountain wave event over the valley. That's a signature of strong winds. It is about to rain pretty good here. Sky's getting thicker and thicker. Gosh, had another 45-mile-an-hour wind gust at home. And look at this. Let me show you guys. This is the forecast right there. See that 31? I know it's hard to see. That's at 5 p.m. That's about when the cold front, maybe 6 o'clock, when the cold front will swing through. Geez, there's winds over 45 Bay and Half Moon Bay right now. So it is pretty strong. Puerto Rico feels like spring already. What's up? Hello, hello, beautiful. How are you? Now look at this rain coming down here along the coast. Look at how heavy this is. Very heavy rain.
Uh-huh.
Siri, leave me alone. There's your special marine warning, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Am I lagging? Sorry about that. It's probably good because of the weather. My goodness, that low-level jet over our area is screaming right now. Yeah, based on radar velocities, we have sustained winds at around, based on radar velocities. Boy, I can't even talk right now. The wind is so strong. Sustained winds at around 2,000 feet are in excess of around 75 miles an hour. So we are getting, it's in full power right now. Let me see if the National Weather Service put out anything yet in their discussion. Yes, they did. So it says here, ongoing moderate to heavy rainfall and mountain snow and gusty southerly winds will continue to provide impacts through tonight. Cold Valley temperatures on Wednesday morning will then lead into a brief lull in widespread precipitation through the remainder of the day. Additional major travel impacts then follow as another storm system arrives on Thursday, with more high winds returning Thursday into Friday. Drier but colder weather is then expected into the weekend. So we have another big storm coming in on Thursday. While some areas are seeing a slight break in precipitation, namely from Sacramento southward early this afternoon, moderate to heavy precipitation is ongoing across, is expected to become more widespread into the evening. The short wave that is expected to spur the heavier precipitation is moving inland at this time, with an attendant atmospheric plume and a low pressure system accompanying. This will introduce the potential for brief but occasional periods of hourly rainfall rates up and over a quarter to a half an inch per hour through the afternoon and evening, with accompanying snowfall rates up to 3 inches per hour above 5,500 feet. As this system moves through, I want to make it clear, as this system moves through, gusty southerly wind gusts up to 45 to, again, perhaps 55 will be possible throughout the valley and delta, with gusts 60 to 78 possible along the Sierra Southern Cascades. While the instability is marginal, at least at this time, ample forcing through the afternoon and evening may be enough to provide a few rumbles of thunder to locations from Interstate 80 southward as well. Although primary impacts will likely be brief, very brief heavy rainfall rates and gusty winds in the vicinity. Very long discussion. Oh my goodness. Probably one of the longest discussions I've seen. So what they're basically saying is we're going to have another round of heavy rainfall on Thursday. Dry tomorrow, maybe a few convective showers, but it's going to mainly be dry. And then we get brought ready for the second system on Thursday. That one doesn't look to be as strong at least for right now. Let me look at the latest GFS models on that to see. There was an uptrend again this morning on that system, so I'm going to see. Now it's raining. Now we're talking. Yeah, this continues to uptrend. This continues to uptrend. Yup. Look at this, folks. We are not done. Another windstorm over our area on Thursday. Probably could be as significant as the one that we're seeing right now. Good grief, it's raining. It is raining good. Now it's raining good. Now it's raining. Pretty stinking good. High wind advisory in San Francisco says 70-mile-an-hour winds out, could be a high wind warning. Raptor, you're probably referring to a special marine statement or a severe thunderstorm warning. Those are entirely different. It's more likely warranted for the strong winds. Man, it is. All right, I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to head inside, get some food before I start my shift. And I get to work out in the rain. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed on that one. Wow, it is just bad. It's just straight up stormy. Okay, you guys. Do you guys have any questions before I call it a day? George Smith, no, I don't. Well, yes and no. I have... It can go both ways. Oh, gosh. How am I going to do this, folks? How am I going to do this with the rain coming down and the wind? Okay, let me make this quick. Woo!